Hi teachers, in this quick screencast, we're going to take a look at how you can access and search other Classkick assignments that have been created by other pro users that have the same membership. So similar to Seesaw, you can also look up activities that maybe apply to you, your grade level, your content area. There doesn't seem to be a district library, just a organization library, if you will, just through Classkick. How you access that is if you're in the assignments tab, so over here on the on the gray, the word assignments is highlighted. Then you'll go up to the plus in the upper right-hand corner and scroll down to Browse Assignment Library. From here, you have some drop-down menu choices to decide if it's a certain subject area that you want to search with the lens of. Gives you some options. You could also choose your grade. Now notice it's kind of a range of grades, not one specific one. And you could also narrow the search by seeing, if you actually know the title of an activity, or just merely in general, this is what I'm looking for. So with what comes up naturally without actually putting any categories in, just so you have an idea, here are some of those options. Like, it's kind of funny how it goes way from up here was, square roots and had some high school stuff down to cute, like first and second grade stuff, activities. So your next question that you probably have is, how do I now take an assignment that looks like it will pertain to my content for what I need? And how do I then save it to my library, but also can I modify it? And the answer is yes, and I'll take you through those steps. What you'd want to do is click on the assignment of interest. And notice up here, there is a share-o. So that is just the step of maybe you found something that you want to share with your teammate and say, what about this? Like, let me just quick click on share, type in their email address here or the link, copy that link to your dashboard virtually, and maybe go to an email or what have you to say, what about this activity? Could we use most of it, if not all? So you get a quick preview in this option. But to really save it to your dashboard, you would say copy assignment, and it lands right here. So it should land, it looks to land by date, but also alphabetically, actually. No, it's by date. So anyways, when we take a look, I remembered from before where we were at, it was a measurement activity. Can we modify it? So I'm going to open this, like clicking on the title brings it to, if you look up here, the edit word of the toolbar up here is highlighted, telling me this is the time when I can edit this. This is now my activity in a sense. Because if you even look over here, we have the private accesses on. And if you want to learn more about how to create your own assignment, there's a different screencast for that. But if you've already experimented a little bit with that, you'll notice that because it's private, that means it's yours now. So you're not messing up the original author's activity or assignment in any way. It is now yours to maneuver or change. So you could change the title, right? You could give a second description if you want. Maybe you're going to narrow the grades. That's up to you. And again, if you wanted to make it more viewable by colleagues, you could choose the shared option there as well. What I love about the slides, so it happens to come with 10 pre-made ones. Remember that if you click and drag, notice this black bar that goes between there. That will show where it will land, the slide that is, when you move it forward or backwards within the slide presentation. All right, now if I wanted to add a new page, I would just click on that green plus. Now I have a new page. And again, if I ended up wanting to make, for example, let me go back to this. I just clicked on it twice, which gave me the editing of that slide, really narrow or focused in on it. Maybe I wanted this to be the title page, but therefore, when I do that, I want to drag it all the way up to the very first slide. So now it's there, and I'm going to click on that slide particularly to bring it up. And we again talk more about this in the other screencast where it discusses how to create an assignment, but this is where you can either add your text, right, add some shapes, a link, a photo, your sound, voice to record, if you wanted to add a sticker, or you can even just change that background, right? So you have all those options on that page. You could toggle through them with this arrow. You can see there are 11 pages total, or just hit this back arrow to take you to the overall preview. From this view, it similarly reminds me of Google Slides. right? If you wanted to duplicate one of the slides and then adjust just that one, you could hit these 3 vertical dots and then hit duplicate. And right next to it, the exact same page will appear. Because this teacher didn't have any points assigned, you have that option, right? So maybe a title page wouldn't have any points, but if they were asking them to actually complete this and there are 3 shapes, maybe I want this to have 3 points. I'm going to click away, right? And similarly, 3 points here. There's 3 there. And you could maybe then say this is more instructional based, slide 5. I'm not going to actually ask them to do this, but maybe there was 5 marks I wanted them to place on slide 6, and maybe I want to offer that 5 points. And you can just go through that way with any of the slides. They don't all have to have points, and they don't all have to have the same points. You have flexibility there. So once that's all done, again, you might want to change the name of it, or you just keep it. But to take it back to your dashboard, you hit the home up here and you can see it right there. If you wanted to, right after you were done editing it, however, if you wanted to assign it right away, you would just go to this middle option, assign, choose your roster. Maybe you only have one, and that's fine. I just have a couple for examples, and then it brings these up. And there's another screencast to talk about when you push the assignments out to go more in depth about what all these options are and how we really want to use this hyperlink versus the 6-digit large capital letter code. So definitely use the hyperlink, but check out the other screencasts to support you there. But this way, it helps you to understand a little bit more about how you can browse other teachers' Classkick assignments from anywhere in the world. Take care.